Dr. Brian McGinnis. It is always a treat to see you.
Good to
and we're
see
going to
you.
be talking about something that's really interesting today. I hadn't really heard of it before. Talk to us.
It's called neuromuscular reeducation. So
Okay.
it's one of the tools we use to get people at their optimal health potential. All right. So when somebody comes in, we want to look at the overall picture of their health.
Okay.
All right? They might come in with a knee problem or with a hip problem or with a back problem. But what caused that in the beginning? So we're looking to get at the root cause of the problem.
So what I hear you say basically is at Fraum Health, it's not that I come in, my knee hurts, you look at my knee and I walk out.
Right.
The opposite.
We're going to look at the whole body,
Okay.
all right? So there's a reason you developed that knee problem.
Okay.
Now, it could have been that you were born with a spinal curvature, all right? So what that does is that creates an unequal pressure on your back, which causes the disc to bulge. It also alters the biomechanics of your hips and your knees. So it causes an unequal wearing of the joint over time.
Does that mean I'm just going to, without even knowing I'm doing it, sort of favor one?
Right.
Okay.
So you might often see somebody and walking down the street and they
Yep.
might have their hip shifted out to
Yep.
one side. So over time, they're going to develop problems with their knees, their hips, and their back.
So people would typically come in experiencing some kind of discomfort.
Right.
Okay. And
Yes.
instead of you saying, oh, it's your elbow here, let me look at your elbow. What are you going to do?
So I'm going to analyze the whole picture. So I'm going to look from the head down to the toes. So
Okay.
we're going to find out the root cause of that problem, all right? And we're going to address all those problems. So if they have a curvature of the spine, we need to address that. So
Okay.
we need to try to straighten that curvature out. And one of the tools we use is, besides doing adjustments and decompression to open up the disc space,
Right.
would be to do neuromuscular reeducation, which is specific mirror imaging exercises to help correct those postural abnormalities.
Woo, that was a mouthful. So take us through what those mean, because I think what does that mean?
Right, so if somebody has a hip shift to the right,
Okay.
all right, we're going to do exercises to make their hips go to the left.
All right. So
Right.
I'm re-educating.
We're re-education. So if you think about it, your muscles are going to be tight on one side,
Yes.
loose on the other.
Okay.
So we're going to balance that out. That's good. But what we're really doing is we're fooling the brain into thinking differently.
Okay.
So your brain wants to maintain homeostasis. It wants to stay the same. So it wants to go back to this. If I adjust somebody in their back and they walk out of here, their hip's going to go right back to where it was.
That makes sense. Exactly.
So I need to correct that by correcting that curvature.
Okay.
By doing these exercises over time, it's going to help rebalance the spine and make it straight.
When we do that, am I coming into Fraum Health to do that? Am I working with you? Are you teaching me skills and giving me treatments that I also practice at home?
Right. So what we do is we develop a treatment plan for you, which would probably include adjustments and some other therapies.
Sure.
And then we would add in the neuromuscular reeducation towards the end of the program. And basically what I'm doing is I'm teaching you to do it at home.
I love it.
So
Yep.
I'm going to send you home with these exercises so that you can do it, practice it on your own, and do it for the long term.
Does one size fit all, or is it pretty much an individualized, customized program?
Very individually customized.
Because I would think,
Right.
you know.
So I spend an hour probably at least looking at x-rays, analyzing somebody's posture to develop these programs specifically to each person.
And then when I come back, theoretically, I would be a little more habituated to it. Is it sort of initially
yes.
a habit?
Yes, it is. And people want to go back to the way they were. But
Yeah.
over time, you'll see it starts to gradually shift. And then we re-examine later on down the road, we'll see that that has corrected somewhat.
And typically, if you're correcting, let's just use the knee and the hip again.
Yes.
Am I going to feel better? Is my pain or my discomfort theoretically going to be gone because
Right.
I'm back in alignment?
So you're going to be working better biomechanically.
Okay, there you go. That's the word.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
So if you're playing tennis, playing golf,
Yeah.
you're going to not have that unequal pressure on your knee or your hip or your back, and you're going to be functioning more normally.
Is there a typical timeline for how long this takes, or again, is it individualized?
It's individualized. Generally, we go through the treatment plan, like I said, and we develop this towards the end of the treatment plan because
Okay.
I want this person to continue this throughout
Forever.
time. Yeah, as long as they
Exactly.
can. Right? Because we have to undo years of being
Yeah,
this way.
bad habits.
Bad habits. right.
Exactly. It is always a treat to talk to you. I find that it's fascinating, and you have a real skill at being able to explain things so that lay people really understand.
Well, I
so as always,
appreciate
it's
that.
great to see you.
Thank you.
Stay with us.
Thank you.